Pulling No Punches is a satirical 2D beat-em-up game that combines classic arcade influences with modern visuals. Developed by Braindead Broccoli, the game tells the story of 4 individuals who take it upon themselves to deal with fanatics who refuse to acknowledge a global pandemic. Equipped with gloves and masks, the main characters use their fists to solve the situation. Also, because of language used and the violence in this one is more for the older gamer. What's up everyone, I'm Dan, and I want to say a big thank you to Cubi Interactive for the review code, and with that said, let's get into this. Pulling No Punches is a very funny game from the outset, and the art style is one that I completely fell in love with. The visuals are hand-drawn and meticulously animated frame by frame, which contributes to the game's overall charm. The characters and backgrounds are detailed and visually appealing, with a gritty cartoon style reminiscent of shows like Ren and Stimpy. The developers have paid attention to capturing the essence of a lived-in city, incorporating elements like trash on the streets and graffiti-covered walls. The lighting effects are particularly impressive and add depth and atmosphere to the levels. The game's soundtrack is also notable, with tracks that draw inspiration from Brazilian funk, rock, and classical music. The chiptune style complements the gameplay, providing an enjoyable audio experience. The sound effects such as punches and kicks have a satisfying impact and add to the immersion also. Pulling No Punches offers 4 distinct characters, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. The combat mechanics are solid and the controls are responsive. The combat system does suffer from flaws and repetitive gameplay, with many enemies being easily defeated by spamming a single move, and bosses lack variety in their attacks. The combat lacks depth, and the absence of extended combos, aerial combat, and cancels diminish the overall experience. The game's short length is also a drawback. With only 4 levels, the game feels like as soon as it really starts getting going, you've already finished it, leaving players wanting more. The world map feature, while initially promising, ultimately serves no purpose beyond accessing shops to buy consumables. The lack of alternative paths and secrets to discover further limits the game's replayability. One aspect of the game that stands out is the 4-player co-op local multiplayer feature. This allows friends to join forces and take on challenges together, enhancing the overall experience. Each of the 4 characters has unique unlockables and moves, adding variety and replayability to the gameplay in that sense. If there was one other issue I had with the game, it's that I wish there was an option to change the button layout. The controls for the most part are good, however the jump button was placed on an input that it wouldn't usually be in most games, and for me this completely threw my gaming experience. I found myself pressing the wrong buttons at the most crucial moments, meaning that I either got hit or died. This is probably a very individual issue, however I do just wish there was an option for changing the button layouts. Despite some flaws, Pulling No Punches showcases exceptional artwork, animation, and attention to detail. The humour in the game adds a unique touch, and although the subject matter is very on the nose, I think this one would appeal to most with its tongue-in-cheek humour, and yes, this is definitely not one for the kids to play. With solid controls, cooperative multiplayer, and an impressive soundtrack, the game has the foundation for an enjoyable experience. However, the lack of combat depth, short length, and repetitive gameplay prevent it from reaching its full potential. Would I recommend Pulling No Punches? Absolutely. I had a lot of fun with it, and yes, because of its short length, the replayability factor almost goes out the window, but maybe check this one out when it's on sale. Pulling No Punches is out now on the Nintendo eShop, priced at $8.99 in the UK and $9.99 in the US. If you've played it, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll catch you next time.